boys might pick him up.
Thomson are going a little bit similar to what they did last week, aren't they?
Yeah, Chris Fries has got the job on Luke Forbes. Daniel McCarthy's got the job on Nick Maharis. And Daniel Gibbs has got the job on Troy Maharis. At the other end of the ground, Simon Flack. We'll see whether Andrew Atchison goes to him. Greg Mervin's going to Mark Burns. Marty Rowan is going to Rory Priddle. And H is on Simon Flack.
That seems fairly logical, I'd imagine.
David Gibbs starting on half forward. Dean Oakley has the job on him. And in the middle for both sides, Daniel Fanning, Tim Gardner and Will McTaggart for Thomson. Paul Price, Russell Hearn and Corey Lockwood, the three that have been there for most of the season for North Geelong, are in there with Ray Robertson and Justin. Umpire holds the ball off for the start of the first term of our elimination final here at St Albans Reserve. And it will be Robertson and JJ. They go up. They both get a hand to it. Price is in there first. Also Fanning. Getting away is Flakemore. Got it to Gardner. Got to kick to half forward. Elzinger and Menzies. Menzies goes back off hands. Bradley. Jones got the job on him. Bradley, can he break away? Held on to, said the umpire. And Bradley will take the free kick.
I think that was premeditated by Jonesy then.
So Bradley has got the ball at 50. Kicking to the southern end in the first term, Thomson. I suppose we'll have to call it the Buckley's end today, will we? Seeing as though Peter's sitting in the box. So Aaron Bradley from 50 goes with the right boot, puts it in towards the square. Cox will be there first, off hands to the front of the pack. North Geelong with the numbers. Fries rides a bump, gives it a Price. He goes with a little left foot kick towards Elzinger, picks it up on the half volley, handball back to Price, goes close to the boundary line, Scown can't keep it in.
Price is very good at that, Jace, isn't he? Like he tends to be able to sum the situation up very quick, and he's not scared to use the boundary line.
With good pressure by the Thomson forwards, Pete. They forced North to the boundary.
So a boundary throw in at half forward for Thomson. Robertson from behind. Now Gardner in the middle of the pack, breaks free, gives it to McTaggart, has to stand there. Hearn tackles him. Robertson comes in late. Also in there, Flakemore. Lockwood over the top, got one high and should get a free kick. And it will be Corey Lockwood. Nick Maharis giving him a bit of treatment as well. Lockwood gets up. And nobody, well, now Nick, he's still not over the mark just yet, Corey Lockwood. He's got Price short, he goes in that direction. He takes the mark. Takes a bounce at half back still. Goes with a left foot kick towards half forward. Priddle in front of Rowan. Takes the mark on centre wing. So Priddle now. Long lead on from Rathje. Goes in that direction now. Peacock's got the job on him. Doesn't sit for him. At the back of the pack, Gibbs comes across for North Geelong. Also, and now he's got it. Little left foot kick. Gets a bump from Atchison as he gets his kick away. And it rolls out of bounds, does it? No, it's still in play. Rowe, kick off the ground. Back towards the 10 metre square. Rathje off the ground as well. Thomson working hard. Comes back towards, it might have been Rowe again. Off hands, just outside the 10 metre square for North Geelong. Kick across the ground towards the back pocket. Sabali Armstrong shows a turn of speed, can handball it to Gardner. Elects to go with a kick though towards Flakemore. It's okay. Oh, he sold the dummy. No, he was nearly in trouble. He got the handball away to Rowan. Quick kick towards centre wing. Menzies and Elzinger, they go up now. Elzinger takes a good mark on centre wing for North Geelong. Wants to switch play. Short little kick might be chopped off. Fanning stands his ground. Handball to Justin. Justin, the big man. Through the middle, JJ Elzinger comes at him. Gets his left foot kick towards half forward. Fries in front of Forbes. Use the body, Forbes. Little bit of a nudge. Now can he pick it up? Yes, he can, but Fries, he tackled him. Goes towards Menzies. Can't pick it up on the half volley. McCarthy's right next to him. Still surrounded by North Geelong players. Needs some help. Gives it back to Nick Maharis. Off one step. Right foot kick. First goal from Thomson. It's Nick Maharis has kicked the goal. So after 3 minutes of play, Thomson one straight goal, 6 points. They lead North Geelong yet to score on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
And Cal, it was basically persistence by your side there. They just kept at it and at it and at it.
And of course with some of the condition of the ground there, the ball's just not sitting up either, and the players were probably a little bit reluctant, they're sort of waiting for it to come up to them, but they got away with it, and that's a good start for Nick Maharis.
Thought your man a bit stiff in the goal square up there, Rowie, head high tackle perhaps, Pete?
I was just going to say to you, Eric, the guys in white, I hope they keep the game going, because it's just been let fly, and that's pretty good.
The throw up in the middle, neither ruckman got anywhere near it, picked up by Justin, handball to Gardner, away he goes, weaves through the pack, handball to Stein, back to Fanning, and Fanning finally gets a kick. Ends up at the centre half forward for Thomson. Elzinger dropped the mark on his chest, comes back, picks it up, and lovely kick there finds Rowe on centre wing. Rowe goes for the short pass, looking for Priddle on half forward. Thompson there in numbers, but North Geelong, they back it up pretty well with Priddle following through. Chips around the shoulder, the corner to Lockwood. Lockwood takes it, 2 bounces, runs a long way. Finally handball to Price. Price back to Robertson, who's loose in the middle. He chips it to the lead there of Ratchy at the centre half forward. Bit of a push in the back there from Peacock. Handball over to Asikas. He goes high in the air looking for Lockwood out there. It's high, bounces. Lockwood gets it. Great tackle by Timmy Gardner. And the umpire's rewarded the tackle on that occasion. So Gardner gets the free kick for not disposing of the ball correctly. And away go Thomson. Kick towards the centre. In good position there was Darryl Jones. Puts the two hands up, a long way up the ground. He's on the attacking side of centre wing for North. As sees Priddle out wider, chips it over to him. Priddle takes the mark. McTaggart is pretty close to him there and doesn't allow him to play on. So Rory Priddle between wing and half forward. 5 minutes first quarter. Thomson the goal. Kick into the forward line for North Geelong. Ratchy dropped the mark. Perhaps he should have taken. Pushing the back there to Thomson. Not paid. Ball comes to ground. Picked up by Flakemore. Handball to Timmy Gardner. He's tackled and, well, the umpire is consistent there. He's paid the free kick for incorrect disposal of Russell Hearn. Quickly onto the boot and he's got Jason Ratchy. He'd run back pretty strongly into that forward pocket and on a very, very difficult angle, but I think we've seen goals kicked from there before.
I think we have, but I'll tell you what, if two guys that are manning up on each other stay manned up all day, we're going to see a crackerjack game between Tim Gardner and Russell Hearn, I reckon.
So Jason Ratchy on the left foot moves in. He's played a fair bit of football here. He knows where the goals are. And I tell you what, he's kicked one. So Ratchy gets the answering goal for North Geelong. Victory Trophy scoreboard. 6 minutes into the first quarter. North Geelong 1 goal. Thomson 1 goal.
Well, Pete, you'd be happy with that, Settler?
Yeah, I think Thomson have been manning up very well at the moment and under pressure. You can see the North Geelong players have to push up, and Jonesy pushed up the ground. With Priddle coming out of the forward line, it was a bit dangerous, left them undermanned, but luck's a fortune.
Back in the middle, through the middle guard, and now Justin gives him a shepherd, and he gets wrapped up by Price, loses the football. Little toe poke by Hearn towards centre half forward to Seekers, pushed away by Armstrong. Good second effort though by Seekers. Kick around the corner towards Rowan and Priddle. Priddle used the body nicely, didn't take the mark though. Rowan does well on the left boot towards centre wing. Nick Maharis going to be outnumbered. Bradley has to come across in support. Getting back there, Lockwood got a tackle. No free kick. Goes towards Maharis again. Can't pick it up. Bradley standing there in support. Jones as well. And we'll have a ball up at half forward on the outer side. So, working their way down there, Robertson and Justin. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Justin just falls over at the crucial stage. Bradley, though, does well on the left boot. Short little kick. Menzies up against Elzinger. Menzies drops the footy as Elzinger gives him a tackle. Getting back there, MacArthur. He dropped the football as well. Some good tackling from both sides at the moment. The umpire will come in and ball it up on 50. Thomson attacking the southern end in this first term. It's one straight goal apiece. We've been playing 7.5 minutes. And the same ruckman to do battle once again. They come from the same side. And stand, neither can get an effective tap. Kick out of the pack from Elzinger. Didn't go very far. It went to Menzies. Bradley with a quick left foot kick. Cox puts the hand up. Weiss at the back as well. The two number 28s go at it. Weiss wants to kick it off the ground. Does so. Foot race. Troy Maharis and Weiss. He gets a bump. Troy Maharis. Gibbs was in support for Jamie Weiss. He goes to the outside of the right boot towards a vacant centre wing. Burns and Mervyn. Mervyn leads in the race to the wall. Burns used the body. Mervyn gets there as well. The boundary line will beat both of them. And it is a throw-in on centre wing. Western side of the ground.
Gee, well, a dramatic shortage of ruckman here as looks like Timmy Gardner and Rowe going to do the ruck work. No, Gibbs now comes in. That's the shortest set of ruckmen I've seen in a long time. Michael Rowe gets the tap down to Stein. Handball over the top to Mervyn. Mervyn to Gardner. In turn to Oakley. Over to Will McTaggart. And Thomson still with possession. McTaggart kicks toward the lead at centre half forward. In front there was Menzies. Great spoil there from behind by Elzinger. Kick off the ground. It's come clear to Armstrong. The worst fella you'd want to have the football inside 50. He's gone bang, made the different distance easily, but offline. So behind to Thomson. It gives them the lead. Thomson 1-1-7. North Geelong 1 goal. Victory Trophy scoreboard 9 minutes into the first quarter.
Troy Elzinger from fullback. With the footy. Daniel gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. The two number 13s. Gibbs. Troy Maharis from behind. Menzies. If he can get the handball over. Troy Maharis has got it. Tries to get back onto his left boot. Does so now. But gets the pass to brother Nick. They've done that a few times in the backyard. And Nick Maharis takes the mark at 50. Now back to brother Troy, who leads across the ground from the pocket. And into a central position. Takes the mark 40 metres out. And will shoot for goal. Obviously don't cut the lawns at Reedy Lakes, they just go out there and play footy, Pete.
Have a kick around.
Have a kick around.
On the par 3.
So, Troy Maharis.
We won't go back to the first game of the year, Pete, at Thomson.
20-odd games of football between there. He'll miss this.
Troy Maharis comes in.
Told ya.
And he has missed it. One behind. 1-2-8. Thomson. North Geelong, 1 straight goal, 6 points. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes played.
Oh, Nana could have kicked that.
That doesn't. It just doesn't help. You've got to get those goals. I mean, that's. But anyway, let's hope they make amends.
Well, Elzinger kicks the ball to himself and plays on for North Geelong. Kicks it wide to centre wing, but he's kicked it straight to Stein of Thomson. Quickly with a handball to McTaggart. Handball further to, it was Flakemore, was it? But the ball finally comes forward to good work Fryers for North Geelong. Well, caught on the left foot, a little bit concerned if he put ball to foot, it might have gone out of bounds in the fall. Tried to handball, and Thomson with the forward line working very, very hard to keep the football in that forward half. Ball out of bounds, half forward flank for Thomson. In it comes, JJ for Thomson, kicked off the ground by Nick Maharis. Big pack there, ball, well, they're pushing it forward, picked up finally by Bradley. I tell you what, it's a magnificent snap on the left foot, and Aaron Bradley, I think, has kicked his first for the day. So good work out of the pack, and a second goal for Thomson. 2-2-14, North Geelong 1 goal. Victory Trophy scoreboard now 11 minutes into the first quarter.
Well, what did you kick last week? 3-6 or something?
5.
3-5.
Kick 3-5, yeah. 3-5, yeah.
So that's a good start for him. Bit of confidence there. The handball looks all right if it comes off, but again before Thomson, they just handball quickly, then put the last handball under pressure and just bang it in that forward line, and that they got away with it, but wasn't pretty.
Robertson up against Justin. Justin keeps his body there, guarding. The handballs are back to Fanning. Slips over the crucial stage. His handball got towards Rathje in the end. Little toe poke towards Rowe. Gets wrapped up. Loses the football. Got support though. Hearn tries to ride the bump. Drops the footy. Held to him, said the umpire. And it will be a ball up just inside the centre square on centre wing. On the outer side. Took them on there, Herney. Doesn't mind taking them on either.
Well, Timmy's a bit the same Timmy Gardner,
Yeah.
isn't he? So it's two players with very similar styles.
So a ball up. Getting it down Robertson, only as far as McTaggart. Rides a bump, gets it away to Peacock, drops a footy. Kick off the ground by Price towards centre half forward. Running at it and meeting it was Armstrong. Can't pick it up, now he can. Handballs it back inboard. Looking for Mervyn, got it back to Armstrong. He's going to be surrounded, gets it away to Mervyn. They're under pressure here. The Magpies have done well. Burns from the pack, goes with the right boot, goes long towards a vacant goal square. All it has to do is bounce through properly and straight, and it does. Marty Rowan can't get back there. So Mark Burns kicks his first and the second for North Geelong. They go to 2 straight goals, 12. They trailed Thomson 2-2-14. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 12.5 minutes played.
Both teams, Eric, their defence is very good. They just gang tackle, don't they? They're just pushing back and just push the ball and push the opposition back until they make a mistake.
Just wonder, Pete, Thomson at centre half back perhaps played into your hands a little there, a little too much handball, and only one mistake's needed, and Burns has capitalised on it.
Yeah, I think Sabuli should have actually kicked it instead of handballing it.
In the middle, it's Robertson, gets the tap down over Armstrong, picked up by Russell Hearn for North Geelong, kicks it wide to half forward flank, attacking the football. There's Greg Mervyn, overruns it by a good nice push out there to Flack. Flack on the left foot, goes to centre half forward. Oh,
great mark.
Running with the flight of the football high in the air, and that's a great mark over Peacock. So Rathje now at about 50. There's the lead coming from full forward by Rory Priddle. Can't take the mark. Great defence there by Rowan. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Will McTaggart. Umpire has signified a trip, and it will go to back to McTaggart. So McTaggart, about 30 metres from his defensive goal. Price on the mark. Not too sure which way to go, but McTaggart now. There's a short chip coming to, it's Troy Maharis on half-back flank, so he's a long way up the ground. And to his credit, I guess, that Daniel Gibbs has gone with him. But Troy Maharis now, looking for options, and finally goes through the middle of the ground. It's a nice-looking kick, but in the road there is Rowe for North Geelong. He's paid the mark, I think, as the ball's now returned to him in the centre of the ground. So Michael Rowe of North Geelong. Very congested forward line. There goes wide to the outer side. Good looking kick. The lead out there is from David Gibbs. He's a fair bit ahead of Oakley. Eludes the tackle. A great pass. Gee whiz, a great diving mark by Rory Priddle deep in the forward pocket. And
A couple of weeks ago, mate, he had bad hammies. that'd check him out.
yes, yes, at full tilt, diving full length forward. So now a very fairly acute angle for Rory Priddle. He's on the incorrect side for a right footer, but he's gone a long way back, hopefully to open up the face of the goal as he comes in now. He's only 25 metres out, but on an acute angle. Rory Priddle moves in. Well, it's not a bad looking kick. The goal umpire's come back to the middle and put two hands up. So Priddle now has kicked his first and North Geelong's third. 3 goals straight, 18. They lead Thomson 2-2-14. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 15 minutes gone first quarter.
They've steadied all right, Pete, haven't they?
I think they have, yeah. I thought for a little while there Thomson was going to end up with a 4 or 5 goal break at quarter time, but they've been able to get it together and get a couple of easier ones on the scoreboard.
Back in the middle, Robertson and Justin. They do battle. Robertson gets it down towards Lockwood. Gardner pushes him away from the ball. Ratchie comes at it, tries to tap it in front. Gardner, Lockwood on hands and knees. Handball to Scan was okay. Had it and lost it. Gardner across there. Flakemore as well. Flakemore handball over the top to Justin. Justin, handball inboard to Gardner's going to set him up. He's going to be surrounded. Hearn comes at him, drops him to the ground. Comes back towards Will McTaggart again. Goes to the right boot. Long towards half forward. Forbes and Fryers in front off hands. Goes to Weiss at the back who led Cox. Gets away, breaks the tackle. Handball though wasn't good. Menzies rides the bump. His handball towards Forbes. Usually pretty good in this situation. Luke Forbes, which tries to get a bounce the wrong way. And 3 for 1 behind to him. They go to 3-15 Thomson. And North Geelong 3 straight goals, 18. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
Cal, they're the ones Lukey Forbes got last week,
That's right, he did too.
So he needs to get on target. With Elsinger now, has the football in the defensive goal square, looking for options. Hasn't got a lot to kick to, and the Thomson now goes long. Gee, it's too far over the head there of Michael Rowe, and Stein of Thomson inside the 50-metre arc has taken the mark. So Stein
Can be a nice kick of the footy too.
Yes, he's usually used to running off half-back, but he's a bit concerned about the distance. Handballs to Fanning. Fanning now kicks it long to the head of the goal square, looking for Cox. Ball comes to ground. All Thomson there. Forbes, can he pick it up? He can't. Just taps it out to Bradley, and Bradley has a pot shot. I don't know whether he's got that one or not. No, he hasn't. So another opportunity missed by Thomson there. They had players. I think Bradley had more time than he realised. So Thomson moved to 2-4-16. They trail North Geelong 3 goals straight, 18. Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard, 17.5 minutes gone.
Both teams seem to be taking some wrong options, whether it's with the handball, they're going one too many and turning the ball over, or a couple of kick-outs have been pretty ordinary.
Elsinger takes it from fullback, kicks in Troy Maharis, punched it away, goes towards McCarthy, can't pick it up. Across halfback goes towards Daniel McCarthy. Will McTaggart's got it now in the middle. Handball to Stein was alright, so Ali Armstrong's got it, going to be surrounded, gives it back to Stein. It goes with the right foot towards Aaron Bradley. Inside 50, Gardner comes at Hearn as he gets the handball away. Out wide towards Michael Rowe. Leads Armstrong in the race of the footy. Falls over at the crucial stage. Bradley's there as well. Pretty close to the boundary line. Rowe still keeps it in. Gets tackled. Needs some support. And the ball, Thomson with the numbers in the end. Gardner got it at 50. Handballs it back towards Will McTaggart, who breaks free. Goes to the right boot from 45 metres out. Goes pretty close towards goal. Weiss gets back there. It's punched through for a rush behind to Thomson. They go to 2-5-17. And they trail North Geelong 3 straight goals, 18. That's on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 18.5 minutes played.
Elsinger, well, took the kick very quickly, and he wasn't allowed by the central umpire. So ball has to be returned to Elsinger of North Geelong in the goal square.
Just as a little bit of trivial rubbish, I don't reckon this ball seems to be travelling as far as I've seen a footy travel.
Oh, it's Malcolm Blight in the commentary box now.
Funny, I just wondered about a couple of the kicks didn't seem to sound good off the boot. Well, from the kick in there, Elsinger's gone outside 50. Rowe can't take the mark, picked up by McTaggart, chips it back inside 50. Oh, Menzies backing back into the pack, has taken the strong mark, and well, called play on. I don't know for why, but the ball high to the goal square. Forbes picks it up, turns quickly in the last line of defence there. Great work by Weiss. Handball to Gibbs. Gibbs on the left foot. Clears the danger. Gee whiz, if North can pick it up here, they're away. Good work by Ratchie, a bit of a shepherd. Lockwood, wrong option again, probably. Tries to find Ratchie, but Ratchie's good enough to come back on the footy. The handball into trouble. Now Ratchie, which way is he going to go? Over to Price. Gee, there's some mishandling mistakes at the moment, but Price now. There's the lead from Burns on centre wing. He overruns it. Asekas runs onto it. He can't control it. Pushes it forward, and just appears to me either it's nerves or a little bit of pressure at the moment, but neither side handling the footy as well as they should. So it's out of bounds in front of the Social Club here at St Albans. We're playing 20 minutes into the first quarter. Thomson 2-5, trail North by a point. There's 3 goals. The umpire throws it in there, centre wing. Reaching high from the back was Armstrong for Thomson. The ball is now under a stack of players and picked up, handed to the umpire, last man up. Unusual. Timmy Gardner at the bottom of the pack as Brad Scown is off. Did you see who came?
Mario Zitko.
So
the human highlight reel.
in the ball, Ratchie high over the pack, gets the tap down, goes to that man Zitko on the left foot, drives it to the lead at half forward. Oh gee, Gibbs, if he can pick it up, he's got an open road to goal. He's done that, heads goalwards and has kicked. Gee, I'll tell you what, is it a goal or offline? Gee, that's a golden opportunity missed for North Geelong. Gibbs, open goal, no one in front of him, and he's missed. 3-1-19. They lead Thomson 2-5-17. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 21 minutes, first quarter.
So Sabali Armstrong with the footy at fullback for Thomson.
Now we'll find out how good the footy is, Pete, perhaps.
I've been waiting for this. Kick it long, boy. Kick it long.
Playing the zone defence, North Geelong. Now he goes towards the half-back flank. Hits Rod Peacock on the chest.
Just stabbed it about 55
Stabbed at 50
metres,
as you do. So Peacock's got the footy. Goes with the right boot towards the lead of Nick Maharis. Goes up, can't take the mark off hands. The Seekers is there, leaves it behind. Stein tried to shuffle it out to Maharis. Little kick off the ground, goes back towards, Will McTaggart through the middle. Kicked it off the ground to Bradley and Jones. One out at half forward. Bradley leads in the race to the football. Toe poke in front. Toe poke a second time. Gains a couple of metres on Jones. Leaves it behind. No, Sydney gets in front. Now he falls over the top of the football. Handballs it back to Daniel Gibbs. Short little kick around the corner towards the boundary line. And finds it. The safety of it. And it will be a boundary throw in between wing and half forward on the outer side.
Cal Thomson just don't seem to be running with the fluency they were last week.
No, that's right, Eric. They're not either. They're under a bit of pressure both sides at the moment.
So boundary throw in. Robertson from the back gets it down. Nick Maharis is there. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Handball quickly back towards. That was JJ who got it wide towards Dale Menzies. In fact, kicked it too wide. It's out of bounds on the full. And Troy Elzinger will take the resultant free kick. Chips it over the top for Corey Lockwood. Will McTaggart comes from behind. Good defensive play. Menzies tried to keep it in with a fist back towards McTaggart. Couldn't do so. And we'll have another boundary throw in. This time at true half forward flank on the outer side. Thomson attacking to the southern end. And they trail at the moment 3-1-19 to 2-5-17. 2 points of difference in the elimination final. Robertson takes it from the ruck contest, gives it to Elzinger, who gets it away towards the centre wing position. Ratchie, Peacock coming at it with Zitko as well. Gets free and runs through the middle with a right foot kick towards half forward. Stein will get back there at first, and it sits for him okay. Then he puts Rowan under the pump, but he got a high tackle. And we'll take a free kick advantage paid. Goes to Andrew Atchison, goes wide to Sabali Armstrong. The Spud's got the mark at half back, runs towards centre wing. Got Bradley short, goes in that direction. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can. Under pressure from Jones. Oh, handballed it off and put Flakemore under pressure. Has to give it back to Bradley. Now Zitko off the ground, goes towards Osekas. He gets a kick away, goes towards Peacock and Ratchie at half forward. Coming up Rowe, can't take the mark. Off hands, goes to Stein with the outside of the right boot. Towards half forward. Now standing the mark was Troy Maharis. Got held to, and we'll take the free kick against Daniel Gibbs. Just inside the centre square. And half forward, goes to the left foot, kick the lead on from Cox, goes in that direction, in front, Weiss from behind, Cox can't take the mark, now Bradley through the middle, goes to the left foot, kick back towards Sabali Armstrong, standing 15 metres out. In fact, it's Menzies. Dale Menzies has got it 15 metres out from goal, and will line up to shoot for the third for Thomson.
Well, he was very, very conspicuous early last week, Cal, and hasn't had a prominent part so far, but if he kicks this goal, it makes up for a bit.
So Dale Menzies, 15 metres out. We see Matt McTaggart coming on the ground. Justin coming off for a rest. So that may mean that Oakley or Cox goes into the ruck. Now Dale Menzies comes in, shoots for goal and puts it through for his first goal and the third for Thomson. They take the lead. 3-5-23. They lead North Geelong 3-1-19. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
Quarter time AFL, Geelong 4-5, lead Brisbane 2-2. Adelaide 5-2, lead Hawthorn, no score. Melbourne 3-2, trail Fremantle 5-3, and Sydney 4-2, trail St Kilda 4-4.
So quarter time scores from the AFL games this afternoon. We'll keep you up to date with those throughout the day.
Yeah, the umpire with the football back in the middle, Robertson, and Oakley has suggested. Oakley gets a tap down to McTaggart, over by hand to Gardner. Gardner back to... Well, umpire blew the whistle, paid advantage. Fanning had the football, kicks it long to full forward. In front on that occasion, Darryl Cox. First mark he's taken, he's had 3 or 4 opportunities, and he is a mile too tall for Weiss, but by the same token, Weiss has got to get in front.
He's a mile too tall for everybody, I think.
Yeah, true. So Thomson here at the 25-minute mark of the first quarter. Darryl Cox, 30 metres out, directly in front. It's not a bad looking kick, and it's right through the middle. So Cox kicks his first. Thompson's fourth, and late in the first quarter, they're starting to put a bit of a gap in the game. Thomson 4-5-29, lead North Geelong 3-1-19 on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, and it's 25.5 minutes into the first quarter.
9 scoring shots to 4, and the big fella will be pleased he's got the hands to the ball there.
It's a luxury when you can have him at full forward, isn't it? It's 207 centimetres.
That's 6 foot plenty in the old system.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
so
6 foot plenty.
6 foot plenty. Back in the middle. Dean Oakley's doing the ruck work at the moment. This kid can leap. He's up against Ray Robertson. He goes up and gets it down to Will McTaggart. He's won the last 2. McTaggart shuffles it out to Fanning. Goes towards half forward. Menzies in front of Elzinga. Can't take the mark. Bradley off hands. Runs through a pack. Drops the football. North Geelong with the numbers. Hearn handballs it back to Zitko across half back. Goes wide to Rowe. Oh, he didn't take the mark, but the umpire paid it. He goes to the right boot. Got time now. Sets it up. But McTaggart, who's been everywhere in the first term, has taken the mark. Just inside the centre square. He's got Tim Gardner by himself at half forward. He goes in that direction. Dale Menzies has shepherded for him beautifully against Jones and Elzinga. Gives it off to Troy Mahiris. Closing in at 50. Goes to the left foot kick. Long towards Cox again. The big man runs back. He's missed it. 1 behind. Troy Mahiris. 2 behinds for him. And they go to 4-6-30 Thomson. They lead North Geelong 3-1-19. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 26.5 minutes played.
Well, they've probably almost dominated the quarter, Kel, with, as you said, 10 scoring shots out of 4, but they're just not capitalising up forward, are they?
No, they'd be a bit disappointed. They probably should have had 7 on the board.
And I think it's really in the engine room. Pete, what can you do there? Because Oakley is just dominating since he's taken over from JJ.
Well, I think but I think the one that's setting up a lot of the players, Sabuli Armstrong, like he's running off half back and they're not running with him. So he's causing an extra man in the middle of the ground.
So Elzinga, kick in, and again Thomson at the 4. Series of handballs, gets it back to Timmy Gardner, 30 metres out. He's gone bang off a step, and he's pretty happy with it. The goal umpire is satisfied, and that's another goal to Thomson through the agency of Timmy Gardner. 5-6-36. They lead North Geelong 3-1-19. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 27 minutes gone, and they just can't get it clear of North Geelong. Can't get it clear of the kick-ins even, Pete, at the moment.
I think probably what they've got to do at this time of the quarter is just man up. It's going to be very hard for Ray Robinson because he is really their only ruckman. Like they can throw Weiss or one of the other fellas in there, but he's going to be running against 3 ruckmen all day, and I don't know that Robbo can do that for 4 quarters.
Back in the middle, Oakley and Robertson. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Oakley gets it down again towards Gardner, who breaks free, goes to the right foot kick towards half forward. Bradley leads Jones in the race. The football sits for him beautifully. Jones, he shrugs the tackle, gets away on the right boot, long towards Cox and Forbes again. Oh, it's 2 on 2. Cox can't take the mark. Forbes is there at the front, tries to shuffle the handball out. Elzinga, short little kick towards Dale Menzies again. Bearing down on McCarthy, kick around the corner was okay. Fries doesn't sit for him. The big man, Cox, great tap to Nick Maharis, kicks the goal. Nick Maharis, second goal. Great play, Darryl Cox, great play. Dale Menzies. And for Thomson, that is their 6th goal. They go to 6-6-42. They lead North Geelong 3-1-19. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 28.5 minutes played.
And Pete, the last 10 minutes, it's been absolutely all Thomson. When you get on a roll, it is very difficult to stop something like that.
And there's a few hands on hips around the ground too, which is not a good sign for the
Aaron Bradley,
Aggies.
a little quick for Darryl Jones, perhaps. It's a bit of a concern.
I think that is, yeah, that's a fair call.
The ball back in the middle with the umpire once again. 29 minutes first quarter. Robertson and Oakley. Oakley clearly gets the tap down. Running onto it is Rowe. Looks for a handball. Geez, under pressure. Picked up by McTaggart. Flicked up to Fanning. Fanning off a step to centre half forward. Coming in from behind. Or Cox almost took another grab. Running in is Menzies. Can't control the footy. Elzinga. Geez, under real pressure. looks for the safety of the boundary, but in fact finds Michael Rowe out there. Has a bounce. He kicks it outside 50. Handball from Armstrong over to Mervyn. Mervyn chips it inboard, looking for McTaggart. The punch down comes to Fanning. Back to Mervyn. Back to Timmy Gardner. Now he goes forward with a long kick towards centre half forward. Or Cox almost drags another one down. Comes to ground. Oakley, he's does some good shepherding there for his teammate in Flakemore. Finally by hand it comes back to Oakley to full forward. Oh gee, if it's not a mark, it's nearly a free kick. Forbes off the ground. He doesn't score either. It's across the face. And goodness gracious, almost a Thomson free kick in the goal square.
Don't pay them there, do they?
So it's out of bounds. 8 metres from the behind post. Deep in the attacking area again for Thomson. 30 minutes gone first quarter. I think North might be looking for the siren very quickly. The ball comes to ground. Picked up there by Daniel Gibbs. He's looked for the safety of the boundary. Is he going to find it? Oh, gee. Brilliant work there by Maharis. He can't quite control it in... that's Nick, I think. And carries it over the boundary line. But gee whiz, Thomson looking absolutely desperate at the present time. And North under real pressure. The ball comes in. Robertson tries to take it out of the contest. Doesn't do so. Kicked off the ground. Comes towards the broadcast position here with Seekus and Savali Armstrong. And off the body of both those players, the ball is out of bounds adjacent to our broadcast position. We're on centre wing, just on the attacking side of centre wing for Thomson, kicking the southern end. Rathje edged out of it there on that occasion by Maharis. Picked up there by Daniel Gibbs. He, Seekus, well, almost a good move. Tried to push it back into play, but not the case. The boundary umpire said no, it was out first. And in front of the social club here, the boundary umpire will put the footy in once again.
Yeah, Oakley's coming off for the blood rule.
So, wonder why the boundary umpire is looking toward the middle of the ground. So, Dean Oakley coming off. I'd suggest JJ surely would have to come back in.
Well, they're bringing Wolfenden on.
Craig Wolfenden.
No, I think they're...
JJ just coming from the the box, which is a long way down from where the interchange area is, as JJ comes on. Now Rod Peacock comes off as Wolfenden comes on. So Greg McLeod ringing the changes, and Justin will do the ruck work on centre wing for Thomson, having replaced Dean Oakley with the blood rule. 31 minutes gone. Rathje over the top, doesn't make contact. Fanning runs onto it as the siren sounds for quarter time here, and the quarter time score on the Victory Trophy scoreboard: Thomson 6-6-42, lead North Geelong 3-1-19.
The goal kickers for Thomson at quarter time: 2 to Nick Maharis and singles to Aaron Bradley, Dale Menzies, Darryl Cox and Tim Gardner, while the goal kickers for North Geelong: Mark Burns, Jason Rathje and Rory Priddle. But 12 scoring shots to 4 in the first term. Thomson 6-6-42. They're 23-point leaders over North Geelong, 3-1-19. We'll take a break.